You ever start one of those home projects, you lay down the first piece of flooring or trim and bam, you immediately realize nothing is square. The walls are bowed, the corners are in a perfect 90 degrees, and that perfect cut you just made has this giant, ugly gap. It's got to be one of the most frustrating things in DIY. But what if I told you the pros don't have perfect houses? They just have perfect secrets. So let's dive into how they conquer all those imperfections.
Just look at this. On the left, that's a site we all know too well, right? A jagged, gappy cut trying its absolute best to fit around a door frame. And then you look at the right. It's seamless. It's clean. It's professional. The flooring just vanishes right under the frame. So how on earth do they do that? Well, it's not magic. It's a technique. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
The fundamental problem here isn't your cutting skills. It's the fact that our homes, in the real world, are almost never perfect. Houses settle over time, walls start to bow, and what your eye sees as a straight line is often a really subtle curve. Trying to fight that reality with just a tape measure and a T-square, that's a losing battle.
So the real secret, the big mind shift, is this. We're not trying to fix the room. We're trying to master it. Professional carpenters have known this for centuries. They have a whole playbook of tricks designed specifically to deal with these real-world imperfections.
All right, let's start with one of the oldest and, honestly, coolest tricks in the book, the ticking stick. This was a go-to tool for shipwrights, the guys building wooden boats who had to fit wood into these incredibly complex, curvy shapes. For them, a tape measure was basically useless. They needed a way to map a shape, not just measure it. The concept itself is just brilliantly simple. A ticking stick is, it's literally just a pointed stick. You use it with a piece of cardboard or paper to record a series of points along some kind of weird, irregular edge. It's almost like you're creating a dot-to-dot map of the shape without ever having to write down a single number. Okay, so here's how it works. First, you just tack some cardboard down inside whatever odd-shaped opening you're dealing with. Then you take your stick, you touch its point to the wall, and you trace the other end onto the cardboard. You do this again and again, creating what the pros call a roadmap. Then, and this is the cool part, you move that paper roadmap onto your new piece of wood or flooring. You place the stick back on each line you drew and make a mark on the wood at the stick's point. Connect the dots, make your cut, and boom, a perfect fit. It's just brilliant. This quote from Popular Woodworking just captures it perfectly. In an age of high-tech lasers and gadgets, one of the most accurate tools you can possibly use might just be a scrap piece of wood you found laying in the garage. It's simple, it's accessible, and it's incredibly precise. Now, for bigger areas, like a whole floor or maybe a countertop, there's a related method that's become a modern standard. It's called templating with strips, and it's a nearly foolproof way to get a perfect outline of a space every single time. Here's the idea. You take thin strips of wood or plastic and you lay them all along the walls. You push them tight against every little curve and corner. Then you grab a hot glue gun and connect all the strips, creating this single, rigid frame that is an exact replica of your room's perimeter. You can then just lift this whole template out, lay it on your material, trace it, and cut. No measurements, no errors. It's that simple. Okay, so we've mapped the perimeter, we're good there. But what about the obstacles inside the space? I'm talking about the things you can't move, like door frames. This is really where the amateurs get stuck. And the pros? Well, this is where they shine. And that brings us right back to that picture from the beginning, that tricky cut around the door casing. I'm telling you, it's the single biggest tell of a DIY job. So how do we solve it? How do we get that professional finish? So the amateur method is something called scribing. That's where you try to cut your material to fit around the frame. It's tedious, it almost never works perfectly, and you're pretty much always left with a gap. The pro move is undercutting. Instead of cutting the flooring to fit the frame, you cut the frame to fit the flooring. And the process for this is genius in its simplicity. You just take a scrap piece of the exact flooring you're installing and lay it on the floor right next to the door frame. This little scrap piece becomes your height guide. You rest your saw blade flat on top of it and cut straight into the door frame. Once you pop out that small piece of wood, your new flooring plank slides right underneath for a completely seamless look. It's fantastic. Now, you can do this with a handsaw, but the undisputed champion for this job is an oscillating multi-tool. It lets you make a really precise, perfectly flat cut without damaging anything around it. It's honestly one of those tools that makes a difficult job feel easy.
Of course, all these clever techniques, all these amazing tricks, they still rely on one thing, your ability to make a clean, accurate cut. And for that, you really don't need a massive workshop, you just need a few key fundamentals. For most of this flooring and template work, it all comes down to the absolute basics. A sharp utility knife, and I mean sharp, so always have extra blades handy. A good, sturdy straight edge, a tape measure, a marker, and of course something to protect the surface underneath. With just these simple tools, you can execute every single technique we've talked about.
So really, the key takeaway is this. A flawless, professional-looking finish has almost nothing to do with having a perfect house. It's all about knowing the secrets to adapt your work to the house. It's about working with imperfection, not fighting against it.
And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. We live in this incredible age of technology, right? We've got laser measures and digital templating apps on our phones. But for a truly perfect fit in a truly imperfect room, could it be that the most powerful tool you can own is still just a simple, pointed stick?